Okay, so I have been trying to answer a lot of prawning questions, okay, and I realized that these are some of the prawning questions that is more common and also a little bit hard to explain. So I thought if I do a video to it. Okay, so if you are wondering, like the first question, okay, first question is that people always ask me, Aaron, what how to tie a prawning rig. Okay, so this is a prawning rig over here that I want to share with you. Okay, so this is a short one. Okay, so let me explain why I say short one. Okay, there is different kind of rigs. Some is short, some is long. Okay, so this short one is about only close to like maybe a meter and maybe 1.1 meter long, or even lesser than that. Maybe 1.1 is what 1.1 is about 110. Yeah, correct. Around I would say about 1 meter to 1.1 meter long. Okay, so this is considered, to me lah, this is considered short. Okay, so I'm going to share with you, my rig may be a little bit more advanced, but I'm going to share with you what are the basic ones. Okay, first of all, at the top of the rig, we will tie this loop knot. Okay, so I don't know whether you can see, hopefully this camera can do what I want to do lah, because I got this to be able to take products, but this is a bit small. There's a hole, I don't know whether you can see, there's a hole, then there's this stopper. So the stopper will actually go up and then hold onto the tip of the rod. Okay, so normally after prawning, I will take out the rig, then I'll put it here, then I will coil it. Okay, so first of all, you need a loop and a stopper. Okay, excess line you can cut it off. I'm just lazy. Then ignore this. To me, this is just a tracker. So to me, this is just a tracker to give me more view on where my line is, where my float is. So you can ignore this tracker. Okay, you can ignore this tracker. Then next, you will have the float. So this is the upward float. We have a few range, and I think our price is very reasonable compared to what I see outside in the market. Okay, so let me help you understand first. Upward is a true line, so the line actually goes through the float. To stop your upward, or to allow your upward to be adjusted in terms of depth, right, we put stopper. I don't know if you can see stopper or not. So the thing is, you have to decide, are you going to tie from the top to the top of the tie from here onwards, or are you going to tie from the bottom onwards? Okay, so if you ask me, normally I will tie from the bottom onwards. I'll tie from the bottom onwards, meaning that I will firstly, this is in the, so I'll pull the line up. I'll put the tracker in first. Okay, I'll put the tracker in first. Then I'll put the stopper. Then I'll put the upward in, the float in. Then I'll put the stopper again. Then at the end of the thing, after I adjust the length properly, this whole length that I want, this whole length, I will go and tie a shriver. Okay, I'll tie a shriver. So when after I tie a shriver or a quick release or whatever, then that will be my main rig. I'll say that will be a main rig. Then I will cut away. Then I will tie the loop. Then I'll put the stopper in the loop again. So these are the way I like to use for my prawning lah. Okay, so basically I try to spend as little money as possible for prawning, because I realize a lot of things in prawning, right, is a little bit overrated. It's a little bit expensive lah. In a way expensive, not say like wow, few $100s. No, what I mean is that this thing, maybe for in the fishing industry, we know that this thing can get at $1, but for prawning they will pack it out and sell you for $2. Okay, so in my shop I try to sell things at a more reasonable price, because I got the source to where to get it in the bulk lah. So you can check out our website, REDTACKLE.com. Then this is a shriver. So in the shriver, sometimes I'll normally tie direct. Okay, but this rig, you'll see I usually use an O-ring. So O-rings are also very cheap lah. They're not expensive. So I use an O-ring. Then this is considered like my leader line, because okay, this is a split shot. So I put a split shot so that the weight of the weight will actually be balanced. So this one is another topic. Like, I wouldn't tell you whether you should put a split shot or not, or you shouldn't put a split shot. But I put this is just to balance. Okay. Then if you realize, I've been talking about this. I don't know if you've seen this, but I've been talking about this. This is like how to say, beads and reflective beads. Can you see? Okay, so I tested this and I feel that it really attracts the prawn. It helps to increase the rate. So I will have these reflective beads. You can actually find out from our website. Then I will tie the hook. Okay, then I'll tie the hook. So basically, this is the full rig. Okay, so let me go through the rig again. Ooh, almost drops here. Okay, let me go through the rig again. So there's a loop. This is the one that actually goes into the rod tip. Then use the stopper stop. This is a tracer. You don't need to put a tracer. You can ignore the tracer. Okay, you can ignore the tracer. Then this is the stopper. All the stoppers at the top and bottom of the float and the upward float. Then we'll go down to the shriver. Okay, then the shriver will tie to the leader line. The leader line, I actually put a split shot to balance the float. Then you see all my beads, reflective beads to attract the prawn, as well as to keep the line straight for a better hookup, and my hook. So this is how I tie my prawning rig. Okay, so let me share with you the problem with tying a prawning rig. The thing is, after you tie a prawning rig, right, if let's say you plan to tie from the top to the bottom, means you put in the tracer first. So let's say you forgot to put in the tracer and you immediately put in the stopper, or you put in the float, you put in the stopper, then later on you put in the tracer, or you put in the wrong sequence, you cannot restart again, because this stopper, right, they are very thin. They are actually mount onto this metal wire that actually help you put through the line. So once you take out, right, it's impossible to put through again. I mean, at least for me, it's impossible to put through again. So normally you have to do it right the first time, so that you don't waste your stopper, because once you do it wrong, you have to cut away and you need to retie. So I think this is one of the more major problem for prawning rig, because it's all in one line. A little bit different and a little bit more complicated than the normal fishing rig. Normal fishing rig maybe don't have so many stopper bits here bits there It's just like shiver, hook, leader, main line, that's all. It doesn't have like, oh, I need to put stopper, where to put the float, then the float and the stopper, which one first, which one next. I think that is the part that people don't understand. So I think, I don't know whether you understand or not, but this is the best explanation that I can give for how to tie a prawning rig, because I've been asked this question a lot. So if you don't know how to tie, I suggest that you buy a pre-tie rig from us. Then we will tie, then you let us know what floats that you're using, or even better, you buy a float, then we tie the rig to your float. Then we send it to you. Then from there, then you go and discover okay. This is for the upward okay. If you talk about long float okay, let me see if I can get another one. Okay, anyway, I don't have it here, but if you talk about long float and all this thing, or short float okay, I have it here, the new ones. Okay, I just want to show it to you. So if you talk about like this kind, okay, you talk about this kind, or you talk about this kind, long and short float, okay. Normally you don't use that stopper. We use a bigger stopper because we put it through. Means we poke this long part, right? We put this long part into the stopper. Means one hole here, one hole here. For the longer ones, we will have put 3. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so it's a different way to tie. I would say that maybe the upper one a little bit easy to tie. Actually, not really true If you ask me, to me, all is easy. It's just that you understand how it works or not That's more important. So hopefully the video is clear enough. We able to give you a clear idea on how to tie it. Okay, so anything you need, just go to our website www.redtackle.com. We ship worldwide. So hit the like button, subscribe button. I see you in the next episode. Bye.